All righty. Hey, everybody that's out there so far. We got Mark Anthony in the chat, and we're just starting off. Happy Saturday evening to everybody that's out there. We got a couple thumbs up. Hopefully, we're gonna um, get some people in here soon. I had originally had advertised. Excuse me. I had advertised. Whoa, we got 4 people in. Boom. Um, I had advertised on Twitter that I was going to be on Hero Geek, um, on the Hero Geek channel, and I think they pre-recorded it, so I apologize to everybody who was waiting to see it. I imagine they're going to let me know when they post it up. It'll as soon as it posts and goes live, I will share it with you guys. Mecca McCheese, hey. Then we have Muttman, hey, what's going on, buddy? So we have Mecca McCheese, Mark Anthony, Muttman. Glad to have you guys here. We had Sky in earlier, who was in the chat and wanted to wish us a great night. So here we go. I know there's probably a few people. I know Jimmy Reyes is also live streaming, I think, right now. I could be wrong, but I think maybe he's going on. And so tonight, here we are again, you and me, the greatest sketching free sketches for backers show on YouTube, which, hey, maybe there really isn't a lot of those. So, hey, I get to own that little bit. But we're here tonight. So everybody out there in the lurking, in the chat, and we'll go through the rules for you just for when we start. The first thing here is what we want you to do. I've got the link in the description, and Blue Boy Hobbies and More, what's up? Hey, glad to see you here. Here's the rules. Real simple. You go check out DragonGuard. The link's in the description. Look at it. Check out all the lovely pages and the fabulous art that I had fun drawing, and the pages that you have yet to see that are going to, I think, kick ass. You guys go check that out. Look through all the art. Decide whether or not you want to back my book. I'm a 25-year, going on possibly 26-year industry veteran, maybe more. Oh, man, I can't keep track of it all. But I've been doing this. I've been a penciler for Marvel, DC, Harris Comics, Image Comics, IDW. Pretty much you name it, I've done something for some company besides Dark Horse. Dark Horse is the only uncharted waters that I've ever not had anything with. So here I am. You check out my artwork. You decide whether or not you want to back the book. It's a gorgeous fantasy book called DragonGuard, and it's kind of a love letter to the heyday of 80s cartoons, and it plays to my strengths. Check that out. If you decide to back it, come back here with your backer number. They give you a backer number in an email. And then when you leave your backer number, I check it. Once I confirm that you've backed it, boom, you get a single character of your choice. The only new rule to everything is that I will, going on from last stream and here on out, all backer sketches will go out after the end of the campaign. I've had some people kind of abuse the system a little bit. I won't go into it how, because that just encourages people to do it more so. And we're just $80 shy. So Timothy Smith. Oh, Tim, how you doing, man? Super excited about this book. Glad to have you here, Tim. Cool, dude. Anyway, so here's the rules. The next backer we get, we're only $80 away from 25, which is great. But we want to keep busting through that door. I want to tell you a little bit before I start about the creative team. If you're new here, my creative team is myself. I am the writer, co-writer, penciler, inker, and creator of DragonGuard. And then I have, for my colors, a fabulous colorist. His name is Alonzo Espinoza. If Alonzo's watching or lurking, hey, man, I love his work. He's a great colorist. He's helping me bring kind of this brighter palette, this brighter look that kind of throws back to the heydays of like Battle Chasers with a company called Liquid. I'm inspired by their colors and things like that because I think um, while the book's geared towards us older people that remember the 80s cartoons and stuff, it's geared towards that. But I want you to sit there with your kids or your niece or your nephew or whatever, and they go, "Oh, cool, what's that?" And hopefully those brighter colors will appeal to those the youngsters, and because we need more younger fans to become fans that carry on and appreciate the lovely art form of comics. And so, anyway, Alonzo is just badass. So that's why Alonzo is here. Alonzo gives us what we want, which is awesome colors. And excuse me. And along for the ride is Eric Weathers, who just had a fabulous launch with Battle Brick Road. He's doing gangbusters on Indiegogo. He'll be lettering my book, and also the logo man is Bob Stone. He did fantastic DragonGuard logos, and you'll see more of those logos pretty soon. Gotham Knight, hey, glad to see you here. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you being here. So we got 7 people watching. We got 4 thumbs up. If you share, like and share, that would help. And then lastly, we have my fiance, Lauren, who will be helping me along with a little bit of the plotting, writing, and some of the getting together of the book and helping me keep track of what I'm doing. And she kind of is just my support and is invaluable to what I need to do with the book. We got 8 people watching, 5 likes. So here we are, and we're going to start. We're looking at right now we're about $80 away from 25,000. We want to bust past that. Like and comment, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Yeah, that old YouTube lingo. And if you could, share it out on Twitter, or share it out on Facebook, or share it out on whatever social media platform that you can. And let's see. Now, I don't have anybody that's back just yet. So if you're going back, you'll be the first one. We'll get you in here. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. Hopefully, kind of get it to stay where I need it to. All right, there we go. Much better. You guys can see it. So anyway, like I said, any character you want, your choice. You back the book, I'll draw it, and your sketches will be ready. We'll be ready to mail it out after the campaign ends. Sorry, I got choked a little earlier, and I'm having a little bit of the remnants of it, just constantly feeling like I'm coughing here. So if you catch me coughing a little bit, I'm hoping that eventually it will go away. It's not the bad virus, but I had a great time with the Hero Geek interview, and those guys are really fun, and they have just really tons of enthusiasm. I wish I had that energy. It helped me. But anyway, so let's see. I tell you what, let's get crazy here. And like I said, for everybody share, like, wonder what do I want to draw? Well, I'll just goof around. We'll start, just kind of keep the momentum going. Let's see. I'm going to draw the Jin character that you guys, this is kind of a surprise. There'll be a Jin character in the book as well. Hey, it's Migs. Cool, man. Glad to see you in here. Yes, Mr. Miggs. Oh, okay, cool. Alrighty. So we have Miggs here listening while driving home from work. Yeah, I guess I probably should keep talking then to make it at least halfway interesting. But yeah, the Hero Geek interview I did. It's pre-recorded. I didn't quite understand that before I went in. Um, that was my fault, not theirs or anything like that. So, um, it's one of those things. It'll post, and when it posts, I will share it with you guys. Um, those guys are just really enthusiastic. It's nice to see people that are really excited about something, and they were really, dude. They were just. Uh, it was a nice ego boost to say it a little bit, to see everybody so excited and having some faith in the book and what I'm trying to do with it, and just enjoy it and bring them that kind of excitement like I got when I was going to comic shops and excited to see Pitt or you do tons of stuff, Age of Apocalypse, and oh man, so many good little event things or the image books, and they were so fun. All right. So while I am talking, I am sketching. I am sketching. Yeah, yeah, exactly. A genie, a djinn, that type of character. And I'm just going to sit here and sketch him out while we sit here and wait to see if we got a backer. Jeremiah Jones. Hey, Jeremiah Jones. So we got a lot of the crew in here. That is awesome. We have Gotham Knight. We have a few lurkers because we have 11 people in here. Yeah, we'll get into it. It's kind of not a horror take on that type of idea, but it's one of those things where it's a little bit more creepy. Um, and I kind of it fits some of kind of the more, or at least I'm trying to gear him towards some of the more alien aspects of the planet, since it's on an alien planet. It won't be a strict interpretation of what you know from a genie or a djinn. Um, he's not particularly all powerful. He doesn't have the ability to necessarily grant wishes. But there's some kind of, there's a vibe there, more classical vibe there. I don't want to get too much into it, but you'll get it. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. We're 11 people, six people thumbs up. If you like and share it, that'll help get a few of the viewers up here, the viewer count up, and get people noticing. We started a little later than expected, just because we ran over on the Hero Geek interview. So it took me a little bit. I was going to be pushing it right at 9 anyway, and then it kind of ran over a little bit. because we were having a fun time. The next thing we're going to have to do is actually get me some subscription to StreamYard, because I like the format and the interface on it. I'm not sure about OBS, but I'm thinking about, getting StreamYard so we can get, maybe a guest or two, or whenever a friend wants to pop in while I'm doing this craziness, I can entertain you a little bit more. That's where we're going with it anyway. So eventually we'll get some other people on. Alrighty. And so if you're watching, Mark Anthony says, hey, this is a good one. Hey, Baby Gone, glad to see you here, buddy. Mark Anthony says, important question. Did you bring erasers this time? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I need an eraser so I can actually get in here and do what needs to be done and clean these pieces up. So a lot of people, if you don't know, we'll just give you a little art lesson. If not, if you happen to not understand, but besides an eraser in general, but a kneaded eraser, the rubber is soft. Whatever it does its magic, however it does its magic, what it tends to do is a softer eraser, and it doesn't tear the paper up by repeated erasing, and so you don't get these gaping holes and stuff. So that's basically the primary benefit of having a kneaded eraser. It's softer, it's less abrasive on paper, and that's why they're kind of my eraser of choice. Now, I don't mind using these for getting in there and getting some detail. You tend to get a little bit more detail with these. Blue Boy Hobby. So, Kevin, how are you doing up there with the whole lockdown? Actually, not too bad. Basically, we don't really have a curfew per se, unless it's people walking the streets in town. So there isn't a lot holding me back from being able to go out, because a lot of times when people don't know, but when I do my live streams, I try to get away from the house a little bit, because we have some Chihuahuas that are very loud, and they bark at anything, especially for some reason they don't like my stepson, and so they tend to get, they're just crazy, neurotic, whatever you want to say, and they can be loud. And then we have two cockatiels, two gorgeous little cockatiels, and those guys are also very loud when they want to be. So rather than having a lot of ambient noise and stuff, I decided I was just gonna, run out. I've got a situation where I can go over to my fiance's work and sit and stream and the peace and quiet of the store, and just have fun. So that's what we're here for. So there we go. So I'm sketching for everybody out there in TV land and YouTube land. Check out, we're doing another live free sketches for backers drawing stream, and you get a free 6x8 sketch, inked, one single character of your choice. It can be Marvel, it can be DC, it can be Judge Dredd, it could be, something Dark Horse, something Dark Side, it can be something Image, anything you want. So get yourself over there. Check out DragonGuard if you're in the sound of my voice. Back DragonGuard, and then come back here. Drop your backer number in the chat. Drop your backer number in the chat. Say hi. Come in, and then And then you could come in. Yep, it could be McDonald's. It could be a hamburger samurai. That's true. That's true, Mark Anthony. And so, excuse me. And so, anything you want, come back here, get your sketch. You know you want it. You know you'll be happy. You know you'll love it, and give the book a try. So, got some wonderful stuff. Again, we just saw one of the people that's going to be on the book lettering. Mr. Eric Weathers had a fantastic launch for his book Battle Brick Road. So we need to get in here while he's launching. He's cool and keep that momentum going. And then come over here to DragonGuard. Check out DragonGuard. If you love fantasy comics, bright, beautiful, happy, huge, in-your-face fantasy comics, go check it out. Gotham Knight with a pickle-wielding nunchuck type arm. Oh, yes, of course. We could have more drawings of Burt Reynolds. You never know. It'll get crazy in here. It'll get crazy. You know you want the most badass fantasy book out here. You want to back that. You want to have fun. There's no soy. There's no soy. There's no SJW-isms, for what it's worth. I think it needs to be said. I don't need to hammer it home, but I think it needs to be said. There's a lot of you don't have to worry about me naughty dogging your comic. That's a guarantee. That's a promise from me, the man, to you. I will not hit you and surprise you with something that would turn you off and betray the trust of my humble backers. Gotham Knight says I did another drawing of McCheese, but for now I'm not allowed to show him until Skinny tells me I can send it to him. Aha. Cool. So there we go. I'm going to jump in. So we're waiting for our first backer. We're right near the... Oh, wow. We got 10 likes. Got 13 people watching. So everybody, if you're within the sound of my voice, come on. Come on. Come all. To the greatest free sketching show on YouTube. All right, let's see. I'm going to start inking for the heck of it. I'm doing this guy from memory. I've only drawn him on like 2 pages so far, so excuse me. You ever get kind of choked while you're eating something and it just kind of will not go away? It just keeps lingering and making you choke for a few, or cough for a couple of minutes or whatever. That's pretty much what just happened a little while ago. And it's right before I went on to talk to those guys, and I tell you, man, it was hard holding that stuff back and trying to carry on a conversation, especially when they were so happy and enthusiastic about it. Jeremiah Jones, every time I eat popcorn, I call for hours. Yeah, I mean, man, that's just some things. I don't know what it is about getting older for me, but here lately, you know, it's like little things will just set me off. It's like my throat is constantly dry. I don't know if it's a side effect of some of my diabetes medicines or whatnot, but whew, I just constantly am. There's always something irritating me. Didn't help anything that I had a bout of what was that? Not pneumonia, not bronchitis. That's what it was earlier this year, like around February, I think. or maybe it was late January. And they gave me this inhaler, and it was just part of the thing about the inhaler is it also made you cough. So you couldn't win, man. Oh, oh, we got Blacklist Universe in here. Hey, Mike, lay off the bong. Okay, I'll let that one go. I won't talk about that. I don't want to get struck too much, but take a chance on getting struck. But yeah. How are you doing this evening, Mike? Mark Anthony says we are $80 away from reaching 25K. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are we being stream sniped? Sniper, no sniping. Jeremiah Jones, I haven't smoked in 12 years, Mike. That's probably about the same amount of time for me, Jeremiah Jones. Well, no, actually, it's a little longer. I'd say probably going on 17 now, I think. Chilling and inking. Cool, dude. Yeah, I'm sitting here just chilling. We got a great stream. We got 13 people in, 12 people likes, but we can get more. So everybody that's in here, share if you can. See if we can get something going here. And I'm working on the Jin character that is in the book, or that's the closest thing I could describe him as. Got some creepy ears. Might just end up eating way too much KFC and going to bed. Mecha McCheese, the Indigo. Yeah, he posted a link in there. So everybody watching, if you see it here in the chat, Mecha McCheese is posting the links for DragonGuard in the chat as well. So all you have to do, go to that chat, go to the link in the chat, back the book, come back here, drop your backer number in because you'll get an email, and drop the backer number in, and then just tell me what character you want. It's as simple as that. And what you're seeing right now is I'm just drawing one of the characters from DragonGuard, one of the villains, one of the henchies, and just having a chill stream. McWeek says 24,923, 364 backers, 191 of the funding goal. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's where we're at so far. You guys were just 80 bucks away, maybe less than 80 bucks. Yeah, less than 80 bucks away from crossing that $25 goal or $25,000 goal. Ha ha. Mike says 1997. Yes, sir. So thank you guys for coming in and spending your Saturday lounging and chilling with me. So does anybody here even play? Did y'all play? Oh, Wiggle Wiggle says I got my Jane today. All right, cool, dude. Hey, good to see you, Wiggle Wiggle. In the chat here, Nighthawk Warriors came in. Awesome, Wiggle Wiggle. She looks awesome. Thanks. No problem, buddy. No problem at all. And as you know, while we're here and we have a friend in the chat, we have Lone Star Heart of the Hero redo. I did one of the covers, the 9 covers with fabulous artists like Randy Green, Caden White, Matthew Weldon, just a plethora of fantastic artists doing covers. Lone Star Heart of the Hero redo. Please check it out. Also, get a chance, sneak on over. Remember, you're getting a free sketch. You're seeing it here. Pencils, inks, boom, boom, boom. Kevin did the best cover, and that's not just because I own it. Thank you for Jeremiah Jones. All right. And so we're going to keep going for a little bit. It depends on the turnout. I'm definitely going to be here till about at least 11. At least here on the East Coast, 11 on the East Coast. But I may go a little longer. It depends. One issue is my stepson's at work, so I've got to pick him up. So it depends on how it works out. And if it isn't opportune today, I will also stream tomorrow at some point, maybe in the day or maybe at nighttime, just to try to get this word out. Hey, Wiggle Wiggle, thank you. And if you're just new here, and I've already said it once, but I'll say it one more time just for the cheap seats out there. We're doing free sketches for backers, so all you have to do is go check out DragonGuard at the link in the description or in the chat. Run on over to Indiegogo, check out DragonGuard, see if you like it. It's a fantasy comic book. There's kind of an homage to classic 80s cartoons. We have a wonderful crew on there. My colorist Alonzo Espinoza. We have Bob Stone on the logos. We have Eric Weathers, who just launched Battle Brick Road as the letterer, and he seems to be just killing it in there. So we've got a great crew for the book. And if you dig the art, come back here after backing, drop your backer number in the chat, and then tell me what character you want me to draw. If you want one of these cool 6x8 sketches, that will come in a Mylar protector sleeve when it's mailed. I'm doing this, and these are free sketches. You don't have to pay anything for them. If you want to chip in a little bit on shipping, you happen to live in, let's say, across the United States, and you want to throw in just a little bit for shipping, cover a little bit of that, that's fine too. I won't argue, but they are, as my word said, free. You have no obligation to chip in anything on it, but if you want to help, you can. Yep, Eric Weathers is a beast. Yep, he's doing well. My man's doing well. He's a nice dude. He's agreed to letter the book for me, which was cool. Right now, I'm trying to find a I want to bring a colorist in maybe to do the hero cover, kind of mix it up. Maybe. I've talked to a couple of famous colorists to see if maybe I can just drop in, kind of mix it up, get the excitement going for that too. Wiggle Wiggle. What book isn't Eric Larry? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you're seeing it live. I'm sketching the sketches live, and we're going to be here for a little bit. So if you can share, tell your friends. I want you to tell all your friends about me. I am not Batman, but anyway. Have a little smoke here. Going back to what we were talking about. A little smoke, smoke. All right. So there we go with that. We got 15 thumbs up, 12 people in the chat, or 12 people watching, looking. We can get that number up there. So what do you guys think about a art contest to promote the rest of the way here? An art contest, a fan art contest, and the winner gets to be printed on the inside cover of DragonGuard. Thoughts? Opinions? Upside, downside? Good idea? Bad idea? Oh, thank you, Mark Anthony. Jeremiah Jones says, great idea. I wish I could draw. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about doing it. Somebody suggested it, and I can't remember who it was, but it was something where I'll give it a shot. You know, the only thing I ever want to kind of avoid is just any kind of legal issues or somebody getting mad or reneging on their commitment or whatever. You know, stuff like that where you. Make it real easy, real simple. Gotham Knight, hey Gotham Knight, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. I hope you have a good time drawing. Could be cool. Blacklist Universe doxing them. Well, I don't know. I just I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's involved with all these kind of fan art contests and things like that. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe I'm putting too much thought into it. Maybe that's probably the problem is I'm just overthinking it. I tend to do that sometimes. I willfully admit that I tend to overthink some things, and sometimes I just kind of fly by the seat of the pants and just do it and say, hey, what the hell, why not? And sometimes it isn't the best idea. Mark Anthony says, fan art contest. Sounds like a cool idea. Actually, if there's a DragonGuard D&Q next week, I think Mike has even considered that. I think we were talking about that. Mecha McCheese is probably not a big deal to throw it in the back, but then you're a bitter. Well, Mecha McCheese, I was thinking about the inside cover. Maybe, possibly. I don't think I have anything planned for the inside back cover of anything major anyway. Blacklist Universe says yes to DragonGuard on D&Q. Oh, cool! Wow. All right. Well, that looks like we're definitely going to do that. So you heard it here first, folks. All right. I got smoke. Mark Anthony says DragonGuard Fan Edition. Yes. Yes. Dragon and quartered. Awesome. Awesome. It seems like we got some good thoughts in here. So right now we're sitting at roughly $80 to cross the 25,000 mark. So we're doing free sketches for backers. If you back the book, you go to Indiegogo, the Indiegogo page for DragonGuard, and you back the book. You come back here with your backer number, which you would get in your email, I believe. Drop the backer number in here, and then you get a free sketch. And the only thing to remember is that they're single characters. Only some small rules, not anything major, not hard to remember. Is a single character, and then preferably no nudity. And the final thing is that the newest rule is that we'll just be shipping these out at the end of the campaign, which would be like in a couple of weeks or so. So that's the only other rule, because we had a couple of people possibly, I don't want to accuse, but possibly from the way things looked, it looked like taking advantage of the system with the free sketches. And so we just adjusted the rules to fit that a little bit more. Oh, Mecha McCheese, why isn't Mike in here with you, Kev? Yeah, because I'm slack and I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should get OBS or like StreamYard, and I haven't paid for StreamYard yet. Juan Del Diablo says, hello, everybody. What's up, man? Glad to have you in here. So we got another buddy in here in the chat. But yeah, as far as that, I'm going to make sure I get StreamYard or something and make it so I can get everybody in here. That will help and be able to have some guests in here. Have a little fun. So I apologize to Mike right off the bat there. I was a little slack and hadn't got StreamYard yet. We're getting there. I'm getting my sea legs, as they say, when it comes to the streaming part of everything, learning how to do that. And then eventually, maybe one day I'll get together and start editing some of my videos. But it's, editing isn't something I'm particularly, I guess, interested in. That stuff takes a little time. I had a little beginner's luck with my DragonGuard video that I put on the campaign page. Let's see. All right. So what you see right now is just me drawing the Jinn character, genie kind of character that I have in DragonGuard. He's appeared on a couple of pages, so I'm still getting used to drawing this guy. But that's roughly what he looks like. He's got these little crazy, swirly, almost smoke, misty kind of tattoos. They got a little bit of a weird kind of tribal kind of thing going on, but it's thinking about smoke and getting everything, the patterns to be interesting and swirly. Excuse me. We have 14 people in. We have 17 thumbs up. You guys, if you can, share. Just if you feel free to do so, and kindness of your heart, want to share the stream out, and we get some more people in here. We need to cross that threshold, the 25,000. I don't know how many of you guys out here have kids. Just an odd topic of conversation. I'm just going to throw it out here. But if you have not seen some of the DreamWorks cartoons that were recently here that were inspired by movies, they're actually pretty witty and pretty fun stuff. Like the Kung Fu Panda. If you have kids and you're quarantined and want to watch something interesting and you haven't seen it, the Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness is actually pretty funny. There's a lot of gags and jokes in that show. It's a CGI show, and the jokes in there are really funny. They're pretty witty, and so is the Monsters versus Aliens, if you can track that down. We got into a small conversation about the modern cartoons and how they're not really fun. Thank you, Wandel Diablo. Wiggle Wiggle, congratulations over getting 20K. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Everything that goes now, luckily or hopefully, will go to at least paying me for the work on the book at that point, you know, where we crossed our 13,000. And also pay for some other things. And we're working on a stretch goals. Our first stretch goal has been passed, and that's because of you guys. So you'll get 8 extra pages of story in the book. So that's because of you. And our next stretch goal, we get to 29. We cross 29. Will be the D&Q card set, which basically is branded after. It's not really. I'm not really using it as unless I have Mike's permission, but I'm not really using it the actual D&Q name. But I figure I described it. That's the best way to say it. And it's a lot of the regulars from D&Q. It's Brad Ashworth, Eric Mieltowski. We also have Siege, who did a couple of fantastic cards. Her colors on those cards are really nice too, man. I mean, I'm really happy with what I was getting from her. And Matt Cosson is supposedly doing one, and I'll be doing some of the the sketches from here. A couple of you guys said, "Hey, I want to see that as a card," so we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're taking some of the sketches from the free sketches for Backer Nights and using those as card artwork too. So you'll get, you guys, when we cross that stretch goal, we will actually be giving you guys at least 8 cards. It may expand. I don't know. I'm going to talk to my the people that are going to be printing the cards and see what happens with maybe expanding that. But I don't want to get too crazy, so we'll just say 8 right now, and let me see what I can accomplish then. You know. So, hey, thank you, Juan Del Diablo. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Mark Anthony. I appreciate that. Neck and McCheese, can you do a Moon Knight? Yeah, man, absolutely. I know how to draw a Moon Knight. Moon Knight's pretty easy. It also depends. Do you like the Moon Knight version of the version of Moon Knight that had like the crazy, the gold gauntlets, and then the it almost looks like a wrestling belt. It's pretty cool though. I mean, it was a fantastic looking design, or at least it looked really fun to draw anyway. You know, so absolutely, Moon Knight is very easy. Yeah, Juan Del Diablo, I've got your Daredevil. I got to get that done too. Yeah. Yeah, but I tried going out to Facebook to comic book groups to get it out there. Reddit, that's a bit of a pain. Wiggle says the Reddit's kind of a dumpster fire. Yeah, you got to forgive me. I know we need to get out there and promote some more, and that helps. But some of these sites I have a hard time navigating. Like for some reason, Discord messes me up unless it's not easy. I guess it's not easy for me to respond directly to comments on Discord because it's like just a thread, almost like a stream of consciousness. Like anybody posts in, and then it kind of diverts from whatever people were talking about. So I get a little lost in Discord. I don't know why. Just blame it on whatever kind of crazy boomerisms or whatever problems that I have with learning it. But I seem to have a problem with that and Reddit a lot for whatever reason. Making me cheese and probably backing for my brother, and that's his favorite. Oh, sweet, man. That's a cool idea. That's cool of you, man. Oh, sweet. Running out of space for my original art collection. I'll probably hang a few. Yeah. I know. This gets crazy. Mark Henley says a lot of people have problems with Reddit, not just you guys. Oh, okay, cool, man. Nice to know it's not just me. I just navigating that stuff seems like a big pain. Or finding what you want to look for on there is a big pain. And then when you're looking for stuff, you don't know if these things are getting, I don't know, some threads are getting monitored or banned or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. I know that when I try to read through some of Reddit, it's kind of crazy. So anyway, there we go. Boom. Draken's in here. Oh, okay, cool. Seeing you here, buddy. Glad to see you. Juan Del Diablo. Who needs wallpaper? Just line every available surface with original artwork. Wiggle, lie back for me on the selfie. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any problem. If you want to be selfish, come on in. We got 20 likes in here. We got 50 people. If you don't know, again, if you want to know, you don't know, and you want to know, we're doing free backer or free drawings for backers, free sketches. So you come in, basically check out the links in the description. I have it there. Link to the DragonGuard. Go check it out. Look it over. See if you want to back it. If you back it, come back in here. And when you back it, drop in your backer number, and then you will get a free sketch. It's that simple. It's a 6x8. Boom, boom, boom. And the only rules is preferably no nudity and a single character, not multiple. Of course, if you back multiple times, then you get multiple characters. So a single character, and then that's it. The only other thing to remember is, as of last week, you guys, the sketches will mail out by the end of the campaign. That's the only change, and that was because of some potential or possible grifting the loopholes with the rules of the sketches. So I had to rethink the way I did things for a little bit. So get yourself an Aladdin to go along with the genie. 4chan is the Super Spurg version of Eric Hawkins. Okay, Eric Hawkins is here. So we have Eric Hawkins, Dragon, Macaroni Cheese, Mark Anthony, who has been here, big supporter, Juan Del Diablo. Everybody's in here. Cool, cool, cool. So there we go. Bam, bam, bam. Alrighty. And just in case, we have Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony. Boom. There's Mark Anthony's Cryptogore. This is the name of the character from the book. Cryptogore. He's the main villain. He's pretty awesome. And when you find out why he's awesome, I think you'll dig it. Also, Mark Anthony, your Aetheron has been colored. And I just got the colors for that this evening. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to share that with you. Let you check that out because you. Jeremiah Jones. Okay, I just backed again. Ideas 394. That should put it on. Oh wow, dude! Thank you, Jeremiah Jones. Don't go broke now. But I do appreciate you, man. You know I appreciate you. It's just, dude, you've been awesome. You, Mark Anthony, a whole bunch of people are doing. So thank you guys. Thank you so much, Jeremiah Jones. You tell me what you want, and I will be drawing it. And we're at 18 people watching. We got 21 thumbs up. Yes. Cool. Wiggle Wiggle says, new folks, get this free sketch. Kevin Sharp ships. Yes, sir. Yes. Jeremiah Jones, ever watched the anime Outlaw Star? I have not, but it doesn't matter as long as there's a Google, I can check it out. Okay, so you just let me know, and we'll go from there. All right, let's see. I'm jumping in. I'm going to check out some. What I'm going to do is Outlaw Star. All right, let's look this up. I'm at my iPad right now, so I'm looking up my my reference here, so that I at least get an idea of what you're gonna ask for. I recognize the logo at least. There we go. Making me cheese. We're over 25. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremiah Jones. The character is Aisha Clan. Am I right? Aisha? Am I saying that properly? All right, Wiggle Wiggle. Cool, dude. Where's our guitar solo? All right, Mark Anthony. I tell you what. Tomorrow. That's right, because I forgot about that. Leave it to Mark Anthony and then make sure I am reminded. Okay, cool. So tomorrow, I'm going to try to set it up here at the shop where I'm broadcasting from. Broadcasting from the underground bunker. I'm going to set up the amp and the guitar, and because of YouTube's copyright stuff, I may just whittle and play around just a little bit. Don't expect a lot. I haven't played in months. I'm just now getting my fingers or getting my chops back up and trying to practice and get back into it. But you asked for it. Where's Roscoe Davis and somebody else? I think we're asking for it. You guys asked for it, and it's going to happen. So I'm going to embarrass myself all over YouTube. And trust me, there's amazing guitar players on YouTube. And so me getting on here, I'm going to embarrass myself. So you're going to get it. You asked for it. You wanted the worst. You got the worst. Kev. A little kiss joke there. Yeah, little Richard passed away. Yeah, I saw that. So rest in peace, little Richard. Eric Hawkins, I've just been watching a bit, drawing myself to mostly just listening. So I will set up a guitar and see what we can do. Yeah, Fragaboon put on the pink bunny suit. Yeah. So I guess he's got something going on where he has to wear the pink bunny suit for the duration of his campaign when he broadcasts now, or something like that. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Draken, it's not Aisha, it's just Aisha. Oh, okay, Aisha. Oh, okay. All right, cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate Dragon. Let me look it up. Let me look up her name real quick. I'm sitting here rambling and missed that. Let's see. Aisha Clan. Okay. Okay, I'm looking up the artwork of her right now, Jeremiah Jones. So I'll be starting. I know you haven't yet, but I will be starting on it in just a second. I'm just trying to find some of the more consistent reference pictures of the character. All right, let's see if I can get this. She's got a really, well, I wouldn't say it's super intricate costume, but it's definitely got some things going on in it to keep track of. And I say that only because I hope I do her justice and I don't disappoint you, because Jeremiah Jones, you were kicking butt. All right. We're at 18 viewers, 21 likes. Backer number 395, Seamus or Samus from Metroid. Lindy, oh, thank you. And I already owe you another one anyway, so we're going to write this down. Okay, so Wiggle says, have a good night, folks. I'm tired. I'm out. I'm tired. Hey, cool. I'm glad you came by, Wiggle. Thank you for dropping into the stream, man. Comics Legends says, hi, Kevin. When you draw someone you haven't drawn, how do you keep from copying the same pose, etc., etc.? Well, it's not easy. You know, depending on depending on you know how tired I am. I know a lot of times I'll make the mistake of sometimes repeating it. I try not to. And Jeremiah Jones says can't be any worse than Mike singing. Jeremiah Jones said that, dude. I didn't say it, Mike. Anyway, Samus Metroid. I'm gonna write this down for you, Lindy, because you'll be the next one. We're gonna put that to the side so I know that we got that. I wanted to write that down. Lindy, thank you again for backing. Appreciate you so much. Comics Legend when draws. Yeah, sometimes I'll get tired and we'll make the mistake of doing it. Sometimes you can't avoid it, you know. But I like to I like to think that I try not to. You know, it's not intentional. Sometimes when you're doing just a bust shot, you know, you can't help other than having a character point or you know the general positioning of the arm. Well, let's say it like that. The general positioning of the arms will be similar because you got, or you'll eventually run into something similar because you can't avoid it. You know, but generally we try to look for different poses. It's not easy. What I like to do is play around in the sketchbook, constantly keep trying to look for things. What's his name? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart now. Sean Galloway is a great one. He is constantly coming up with these really cool. Oh, thank you, Lindy. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Comics Legend basically asking you how you use reference, especially when not familiar with the character. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I definitely when I'm not familiar with the character, there's probably nuances I could take advantage of if I did know the character. So if I don't know a character, I may miss some things, but I try to at least make it interesting if I can. You know, figure out something, a smile, a tilt of the head, maybe look for something to give it some kind of character. Always just try to be thinking if you can, you know. And it's not easy. Sometimes you're tired. You know, been doing things. You had a stressful day. I know today was kind of stressful. I had my my dad over and his girlfriend and for the longest time, and it's well, I wouldn't say stressful. It was another way to say it. It's just you know you have family over and you want it to be. You don't have a lot of time with them, and yes, I am breaking the shelter in place rules or whatever you want to say. I don't even know what they are here in Virginia, but yeah, I had some family over. You know, certain things, so you know, you'll just have a day where you're exhausted or your head's not where it needs to be, and so you kind of got to fight through it. You know, I know for me, sometimes I have those days. It's a lot tougher having a clear mind and being able to jump in, be in the zone. You know, that's usually a tough one. Oh, Wanda Del Diablo. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got it. I got it. All right. Let's see. So we got 17 people in, 22 likes. That's awesome. All right. And Jeremiah Jones, I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of it here. You're watching it come together. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, oh wow, Jeremiah Jones, thank you for posting that. All right, let me go back and look at Lindy's choice again, just real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything in the course of the conversation. Yeah, okay. All right. I didn't miss anything. Great. Cool. So, Lindy, I know I've got 2 counting this at least for the little sketches, because I know last time I've got 1 note from you where you didn't really care what it was. It was kind of like, hey, just draw something cool, and that's awesome. And as I was saying before, I don't know why I just got into a little bit of rambling, but when you're quarantined and this and that, and you got kids at home and you're trying to entertain them, I'd bought a few seasons of Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness, and I was surprised by how the humor is at least accessible for adults too, and some pretty good voice acting and things like that in that show. Same thing with Monsters versus Aliens. Surprised I didn't like the movies at all, and surprised how funny and enjoyable the DreamWorks cartoon is for the series. And those things are pretty fun. Mark Anthony, did Poe destroy Tai Lung with that wushu finger hole? Skadoosh. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. They actually in the show they do a little callback to that with they do a little callback to the characters from the movie. Um, it's another one of those things where I think I enjoy the cartoon better than I like the movie. It's really interesting. There's been a few things, a few shows that I watched with my kids where I thought I would probably hate it because I really wasn't a big fan of some of the CG cartoons. And then I actually watched them, and they were written. They've got great little in jokes like that. Just for the fans that are out there that actually are curious about it. The Ninja Turtles, the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles cartoon, not the newest one that's animated, but or regular, or I don't know if it's Flash animated or whatever, but hand drawn versus CG. But the previous cartoon, the Nickelodeon CGI cartoon, was actually really good. It had a lot of the 2012 one, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think they implied Mark Anthony. Yeah, they implied that he died. So you are familiar with it, man. Okay, cool, cool. Um, yeah, the 2012 one. Yeah. I think they tried to dance around saying anybody died. I know with a lot of cartoons they don't want to actually say anything about people getting killed and all that good stuff. So sometimes they dance around those subjects and they just kind of imply, but they don't go out and say, "Hey, you killed this guy." um, but those cartoons were the Ninja Turtles cartoon was really good. There were a lot of little. They were very smart and threw in a lot of little nods to other media, other turtle stories, other things like the movies, like the whole 3rd season of the 2012. Or I won't say the whole. The first half of the 3rd season, they did a callback to the first Turtles movie where they all get beat up and they go retreat to a farm and basically heal, rest, train, and they do that whole little shtick through there, and it was fun. It was a nice little callback. Yeah. I like that one until they say that, but they have no problem killing off major characters in TMT. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a finite. Well, I guess they knew it was a finite series, Um, at some point, you know, they'd end, and they took some chances. Um, I just tended to be, you know, it tended to drive me nuts that Shredder was always. That's the one thing that just annoyed me was Shredder was brutally beating them all the time, even in a four-way fight, and I was just like, man, that's tiresome. It's one of the reasons I couldn't really get into. I know there's blasphemy, and I hope I don't piss off Juan del Diablo. So this is just the opinion. You don't have to agree. It's one of the reasons I hate Daredevil. I cannot read or stand Daredevil when, you know, there was that whole run where he's just constantly getting his ass kicked. And it's like, yeah, I can understand story-wise doing a little bit, humble him, make him look, you know, tear him down, build him up, this and that. But at some point when you do it so much, he just looks like a pansy. And that's my problem with Daredevil. It just like, I can't get into it. And so that's why I stopped reading Daredevil for the longest time. I think the last time I really read Daredevil was the Kevin Smith Joe Quesada story, and I thought that was pretty good. Jeremiah, did I miss anything? No, I'm just probably not really a rant, an observation maybe. I'm not frothing at the mouth yet. You get me talking about something Thundercats related or something, maybe I might go on a little bit of a rant. Am I getting this right, Jeremiah Jones? She got a big bell around her neck, like a almost like a choker, but with a big bell attached to it. Making me cheese. Just don't rant on The Last Jedi. Oh, I didn't rant. I don't remember. I just said that I wasn't attached to Star Wars, and so Last Jedi didn't bother me as bad as other people. I mean, there were certain things. I definitely didn't like Luke's arc in the movie. I thought it was terrible, and I hated the Mary Poppins scene with Leia. But it was visually okay. Mark Anthony, number 396. Jeremiah Jones, if you need somebody to complain about Marvel comics, I'm your guy. I can't stand Marvel. Well, I love Marvel. I'm always going to be a Marvel kid and a DC kid for that matter. But I don't like what it's become. I don't like what they're allowing to go on. I don't like some of the higher ups. So I think some of the higher ups are making really bad decisions, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, people like, oh gosh, Jim Shooter. He was doing great, and he got kicked out. So why are these people staying around outlasting their welcome when they keep making really bad decisions? So I can agree. I can get into that camp where they were complaining about that. Oh, Juan del Diablo. Yeah. The Anna Senti era I really love. Right around that time where John Romita Jr. was drawing it, it was fun, or at least it was a fun story with the whole hell and everything, and Mephisto. And I was enjoying some of that, man. But there just got to be a point where every other arc was Daredevil getting his ass kicked, and I was just like, what? I was like, eventually you do want to make your character cool, right? Let's see. Oh, Mark Anthony got to know. Oh, thank you, Mark Anthony. I didn't know if you were posting somebody else's. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being a fan and enjoying it. All right. I'm going to get back to drawing now. And like around 11 o'clock, I'm not sure what's going to go on at 11 o'clock. I have my stepson who's working not far from here, and I may have to step away for a sec to get him and maybe come back if y'all are interested. I'm not sure. We can go a little longer. I just got to make sure I get my pick my stepson up. A lot of times they don't inform me of his schedule until the last minute. Jeremiah Jones. And we have dabbing going on in the chat. Mondell Diablo, because everybody want to be Frank Miller. Well, like I said, I mean, for me, I know other people have different tolerances and different ways of looking at it, and I can follow you down. If you're going to tear the hero down, try to bring something new to it by tearing him down, making them running through the mud. I can follow that. I don't mind seeing where you want to take me, but at some point, if you do it so much, you take away, you know, I don't want to say it. I don't know how to put my thought in there without a. That's the thing about having a character. You don't want the character to seem like a loser. An underdog, yeah, you know, an underdog, yes, but not a loser. I don't think people want to identify with a loser all the time, you know. Call me crazy, but people can identify and want to be an underdog, but they don't want to be seen as a loser. And so if you're following Daredevil and he's always getting trashed and this and that, and you don't show what's cool about Daredevil, then it's real easy for people to go, okay, this guy sucks. And I think that's the tightrope you walk with trying to do stories like that. I know you guys could probably tell me, Kev, shut up. You're crazy. Whatever. I get you. I get you. Juan Del Diablo says that's probably why the first Mark Waid run on DD was interesting. He was happy, like during the Stan Lee era. Yeah, cool. Megan Cheese says I'm more upset when losers identify with me. Juan Del Diablo says Wolverine had a period like that. Yeah. He had one period like that too. Yeah. And I think it's one of those things you got to be aware of. And I can tell you, I really hated the Death of Wolverine story. Those issues that Paul Cornell wrote. All right, I shouldn't be calling people out. I'm just going to say it was written like somebody. To me, it was written like somebody who hated Wolverine and just decided to let it fly through the words of Sabretooth. It's like he just despised Wolverine and just wrote it in his words and Sabretooth's mouth. And it was pretty insulting. It's pretty insulting to have to read that or to want to follow it. You pay your money and you know, was not fun. But anyway. And I'm drawing for those out there right now. I'm drawing Aisha Clan from Outlaw Star. I hope I'm properly pronouncing her name. Doug Riggs. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing? You should be getting something in the mail soon, okay? I think I mailed yours out too. I'm trying to get everybody. Doug Riggs. I read comics to see good overcoming evil underdog. Yes, that makes so many pre-2000 comics so enjoyable. Is that the embodied optimism? Yeah. Juan Del Diablo drove me crazy. Wolverine's my favorite. Yeah, same here, buddy. Yeah, I could go on a rant. That's a tough part because when you're on YouTube, you talking about your opinions, but not certain people where you want to be employed sometimes don't appreciate your opinions. So anyway, fine. It's fine. I'm not really too worried about it, but let's see. Now getting this character's look right. Jeremiah Jones, I'm gonna try real hard to get this right for you, buddy. It's so crazy because when you don't draw in an anime style or anything like that, you're trying to interpret the best way through your eyes how to get the feel right or get the the general idea across, even when it's not your style, you know. So that makes it interesting. I have to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. All right. Get a little headband here. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Mark Anthony, Alita is based on anime, and you rock those. Yeah, well, I was a little bit more familiar with her, though. That's another thing. Um, that was also what was helpful is that I actually watched the anime and really enjoyed the anime, so I was already familiar. Doing it with a character that I may not know is always a little bit of a tougher exercise, I guess is what I'm saying. Hopefully Jeremiah Jones will like this though. So we have Doug Riggs, we have Lindy. Oh, cool. Her hair goes down into a long braided ponytail. Yep. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Jeremiah Jones, I don't even know that character and I almost bid on it. Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, I was going up against Mike and I was going against Jason Robinson on he's also known Jiminy Cricket. He was he's on Secret Comics Presents, which is a horror anthology, which is on Indiegogo. So if you're in the sound of my voice, you want to check that out too. But we're doing live free sketches for backers. Indiegogo. Check it out. Go to Indiegogo. The link's in the description and check it out. If you back it, come back here, drop your backer number into the chat. So right now, I am drawing Aisha Clan from Outlaw Star. Then I'll be drawing Samus from Metroid for Lindy Drury, who was nice enough to back us. Thank you, Lindy. Everybody that's in here backing us. Jeremiah Jones, Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony says, Mike's is really good. He covered up her face. Yeah, the pose is great. Yeah. Yeah, that's the catch-22 when you want to do cool poses, and at the same time, everybody wants, if you're bidding on something, here's the hard part for the artist, if it makes sense, is that you want to give, somebody a good, awesome pose, and sometimes you just got to roll with it. And then you have those buyers that want to see, maybe they don't buy a whole lot of art, so this one piece is their little grail for the moment, until they get hooked on it and keep coming back for more or whatever that may be. But you want that grail moment, and so you want to see everything. Like you want to see somebody's face, or make sure that you see a person's face, and that's the big selling point, is make sure you get their whole face in there. So, and Mike's, being creative with the pose and really throwing it down. So you never know. You never know what kind of person you're going to get, and you can't, when you're trying to do these poses, you're trying to think of all the little boxes you have to check off to kind of get people happy, with what they want to buy, that kind of thing. All right. Jiminy Cricket. Oh, he's in here. Hey, Jiminy Cricket. Go back, DragonGuard. Cool, man. Glad to see you in here, buddy. And everybody out there back. Secret Comics Presents. I'm hoping I'm getting that right. Because, where I worked on Showcase 94, for some reason, my brain's trying to say that instead of Secret Comics Presents. But yeah, back DragonGuard, if you're in here, we got 26 likes, so we definitely had a lot of people in here. So if you're listening and you want a free sketch, it's real simple. Links in the description. Check out DragonGuard. If you happen to back it, come back here with your backer number, post it in the chat. Tell me what character you want me to draw, and then we'll go from there. Now, if for some unforeseeable reason, I have to leave to go get my stepson from work, I'll either come back here and do the stream, or I will pick it up tomorrow, one or the other, and make it up to you guys so that I get everybody's on camera. Get your sketches in here. But anyway, come back, drop your backer number. But back, go check out and back Secret Comics Presents. Help them get across with the finish line. Do some great things, because Jason's got some great artwork. We got Nasser on there. Let's get them some successes, some fun, some awesomeness. Get some more good comics out there. We have a horror anthology. I may have a stream with a returning stream with Rage Golden Eagle, RGE, on the 19th. I did his show. He asked me about doing his show because, he likes fantasy and this and that. And he hit me up back when the campaign, right before the campaign launched, or right when the campaign launched or something, and asked me to do a show. So I'm going to go back on his show just to get the word out some more on DragonGuard. If you have any ideas of people that you'd like to see me on, maybe I'll check them out. It's hard for me being outgoing, so I really got to stretch my wings here and try to find some other things. I was seeing maybe, if I don't know if it's possible, maybe get on Billy Tucci's, maybe. Don't know if that'll happen, but if it does, cool. All right. My iPad went to sleep. Stop it. Lindy, yours will be up next. Oh, yeah, Lindy, if you're still in the chat, I don't know if you are, but if you're still in the chat, can you let me know whether or not you wanted her, Samus, in the armor or the bodysuit, the blue bodysuit that she has? Doug Garrett was in her. Oh, okay, cool, man. Thank you for letting me know, Mecca. That is awesome. Let's see. We're looking at boom, boom, boom. All right. Jeremiah Jones, I'm just getting a couple of little costume details here. All right. Okay. Boom. Lindy Drury says, "Oh, the bodysuit. Oh, okay, cool, cool. That works." Because I know she's got the armor and then the blue bodysuit. I think is a new thing, isn't it? Oh, let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at the chat here. All right. Let's get that hand positioning right or hand positioning drawn, for that matter. Okay, and if you're out there lurking, we got 18 people in. If you're looking, checking it out, we're doing free sketches for backers again tonight. And the only thing you need to do is check out the description. And in the description is a link to the book on Indiegogo, the campaign, and then check it out. If you decide to back us, come back here, drop your backer number in the chat, and then let me know what character you want. We go from there. Oh, cool. Thank you, Jeremiah Jones. Thank you, Mark Anthony. Cool. All right. And Sorry about the dead air. I got to do something about that. I tend to get a little quiet. Hey, it's Mike McMahon. He's in here. See, everybody say hey to Mike, artist of U.S. Assassin, and he's kicking butt. He's going to be kicking more butt with the release of the first issue, or re-release of the first issue on Indiegogo. So Mike's in here. We're doing the free sketches for backers. Again, if by chance, if you're listening, and if for some reason I have to call it a night to pick up my stepson, I will come back on tomorrow, Sunday, at some point in the day, and pick up where we left off and do some more sketches. The only change to everything is that sketches will be mailed out for the sketches. Excuse me, sorry about that. They'll be mailed out at the end of the campaign, just because we had a few people abusing some rules. There we go. Get a little focus. Focus! All right, Jeremiah Jones. I hope that is pretty close for you, buddy. With my limited knowledge of anime. There we go. Let's see if I can get some of those really cool, sharp, angular wisp of hair here, the way the hairstyle is. Oh, thanks, Jeremiah. Doug Riggs, you accomplished quite a successful Indiegogo with lots of time left. I'm sure these sessions are helping, especially since there are no cons to help promote. Yeah, exactly. That's always. Oh, thank you, Mark Anthony. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, man. Trying to be creative and figure out things that I can engage the fans with, and trying to get the promoting thing going. And I'm racking my brains. I'm trying to figure out, trying to figure this whole thing out, and it's a little tough. But I like doing these. It's a nice exercise, kind of get the lead out and force me to draw a little faster, kind of a few exercises, this and that. So it's not a problem. I enjoy doing it. But here we go. I'm going to just go on write in pencil who this goes to. All right. And we counted that down. Boom, boom. Okay. And Lindy Drury. Here we go. I'm just going to look this up real quick. But thank you, Doug Riggs. I appreciate it, dude. Jeremiah Jones, I'm really happy that you're happy with it. And Doug Riggs, any local comic shops willing to help promote? Yeah, well, a couple of ours have closed down, so I know there's one, so we'll talk to that. Mike McMahon says, I got 3 pages left of Volume 2. Congrats, dude. There we go. That's what we like hearing. I know the fans would like hearing that, and that is awesome, man. Straight out. My camera's being buggy, so I'll give the camera something to focus on. The next one up is Samus and Mark Anthony. Did you figure out what character you wanted? All right. All right. Getting a little bit of reference. Mark Anthony says, yes, Rose from Street Fighter Alpha 4 and 5. Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah, Kevin, please. Oh, man. Yes, definitely. I will definitely sign these. My apologies if I have not. Brain farts. I apologize, guys. All right, let's see. Okay. Alrighty. Mark Anthony. Oh, Doug Riggs. Oh, thanks, Doug. I appreciate you being in, man. Mark Anthony says, I can't keep monopolizing DragonGuard character sketch. Thank you, sir. I'm glad that you dig them, man. Okay, here we go. See what, let me erase lightly. Now we're making them a little bit more interesting. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. So everybody out there, we got 17 people in. Lots of thumbs up there for 26. And the thumbs up for everybody that's out there. I am doing free sketches for backers right now and during this live stream. And I may do one tomorrow, but we're getting close to possibly having to call it quits for tonight. But we'll see. I'll either come back tonight for a little bit or tomorrow. We wanted to cross the $25,000 mark on DragonGuard, and it looks like we did that tonight. Cool. And so far, I've got a rose after this one. Wanda Del Diablo says, I've been seeing a lot of comic shops being creative. I know one that live streams on Twitch 3 times a week and sells books. That's cool. That's very cool. It's good to see that. Mark Anthony says, I think they should revisit video games for D&Q week after next. Maybe limit it to fighting games, Tekken, Virtual Fighter, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat, Toshinden, Fighting Vipers, etc. Cool. Yeah, I feel bad I missed out on the Tekken one. I was planning on doing a king and maybe one other character, maybe a female character. Sorry, guys, that was the sound of Facebook notifications. It'd be cool to see some odd stuff. I honestly love to see a Super Mario or Nintendo week. All right. Well, I'm sure Mike is out there. He was in here earlier, and I'm sure he's possibly listening or paying attention. And if he's not, I am. So I'll definitely make sure I mention that to him the next time I chat with him. All right. All right, looking at some of the costume stuff for her outfit. Let's see what we can get in here. Boom, boom, boom. Put this in here. But yeah, you guys helped us get across the finish line. Skinny Ninja. Hello, Skinny Ninja. Glad to see you in here. We need a D&Q dedicated to the Thundercats. Yeah, I think we did one a few months ago, or Wandel Diablo says, or Masters of the Universe. Hey, yeah, that's cool too. Lots of good characters there. I know you guys could mine. Lots of cool, fun stuff. So we get this, some of these straight lines out of here. All right, let's find that costume again. Okay, cool. Now I understand some of the elements there. Let's see. Grun versus Juggle was the very first piece I ever got from him. Yeah, that's right, Mark Anthony. Cool, man. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to draw, dude. Oh, I can't even tell you, that was so much fun. Even inking it was fun for me, and especially at that point in time, I hated inking. I really, it's just a different discipline, and trying to be really good at it. And I have lots of people that I'm big fans of, and some of those, you have so many good inkers, and then you have some people that ink you that may not fit your style or whatever, and it's maybe not as good as you'd like it to be. And me trying to ink myself and trying to get some of that stuff down. And that was one of the first pieces that I felt like I was like, oh, okay, now I'm starting to get a little closer to what I see in my head with my inks. So I was really proud of that piece, man. I'm glad that you got it. Skinny Ninja says, "Hey Kevin, I was sent by Ominous McCheeseburger." Cool, brother. What we're doing tonight is, in case you don't know, we're doing free sketches for backers. So if you back my fantasy comic book on called DragonGuard on Indiegogo, and the link is in the description. If you look down there, go to that, check it out. If you happen to back it, then come back here, drop your backer number. They'll send you an email with the backer number, which one you are, and then let me know. And just let me know about what number it is, and then you can tell me whatever character you want. One character per backer number, and any character you want, pretty much. The only other thing to remember is that I don't mail the. I've changed the rule on the mailing the sketches out till after the campaign ends, just because I had some people kind of abusing. I won't get into the details, but people abusing the free backer sketches thing, and so now if you want a free sketch, you gotta. It's free, and you don't have to worry about it. Just ask that you wait until the end of the campaign, which will be like in a couple of weeks. So, but that's what we're doing tonight. You just drop that backer number in the chat. Let me know which one you wore if you happen to back, and then I'm just going to draw you anything you want. Now, the slight caveat is that I may end the stream tonight here shortly because I've got my stepson is getting off of work and I have to pick him up here, so it might cause me to cut this a little shorter than I anticipated. Mark Anthony singing. All right. So we got 17 people in there, 26 thumbs up. All right, and this one is Samus from Metroid for Lindy Drury. Lindy backed us. So you got an idea. Here's another one. Boom, boom, boom. I did this earlier to get kind of warmed up. This is one of my characters from the book. This is kind of a genie character. Zero suit. Oh, okay. I got you. This character from Outlaw Star for Jeremiah Jones. Oh, Victor, yeah, wouldn't it cost you less if you just shipped sketches with the comic? Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah, a lot of it, which the intent was with that, Victor, was to show people that even while you've backed the campaign, that you're getting product, you're getting something for your money already in your hands. That was the intent. With the sketches. So, I hope that, comes across. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you too. I've had a few people ask me, it's like, hey, why don't you just throw this in with my order? And I'm like, okay, cool. We can do that too. But yeah, that was the intent. I was same thing with the metal cards that I had. If some of you are out there, I had the metal cards, the test metal cards that I got from my people that I'm going to be going with for the metal cards. When they came in, I wanted to give you guys, it's the same thing. I wanted to give you guys something tangible that if you back the book, we could give you something to give you an idea of what you're going to put in your hands, what's going to be mailed to you, that you have some faith in the product, and that was what I was thinking when I made the rules the way they were. So with the sketches and stuff, I just wanted you guys to look at it and go, you know, hey, that's awesome. You know, you actually get something in your hands, but you know, because delivery date is roughly around like not September, October. That's what I was getting ready to say. It's in October, so I wanted you guys to get, I don't have to wait. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to wait to get my fix of DragonGuard. There's actually some prints floating around that I sent out to people. There's prints floating around that I sent out to people. I've got the metal cards. And now you have the backer sketches. So these are all things I want to kind of establish some goodwill with the customers and make it fun for them. All right. Skinny Ninja says, I also agree. Okay, cool. Skinny Ninja says, hey, Kev, I'm $3.97, and if you could give me a Mr. Knight, Warren Ellis's Moon Knight. Oh, okay. I got you. He's the one, you're talking about the one with the suit. He's got the mask and the suit and maybe even a fedora. Am I crazy? Maybe I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you're talking about the one with the nice three-piece suit kind of deal. Nighthawk Warrior, hey, how you doing? Skinny Ninja, thank you again, buddy. Mac and Cheese, we're at 25,208. Oh, awesome, cool. Hey, Mac and Cheese. Thank you, sir, for putting that up there. Skinny Ninja, no hats. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Well, then you got it. Let me write you down real quick. I'm going to write this. We got Mark Anthony. And she wanted Rose, or he wanted Rose from Street Fighter. And Mark Anthony, you wanted from 4 or 5, right? Making me cheese. I'm plugging away at some April Lavigne on my guitar. All right, cool, dude. Oh, thank you, Skinny Ninja. All right. Now let's see if I can get these costume details on Samus. All right. I'm looking at the chat. Oh, Mark Anthony says, I just listed what game she's in. Her costume is the same across all of them. Okay, that's what I thought. I think I recognize Rose right off the bat. So All right. Let's get this costume. There we go. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. While I'm doing this, boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna write down for let me see, for my man here, Skinny Ninja. Moon Knight. Oh yeah, probably would be helpful. Okay, just in case, I'm going to give you guys Victor, Kevin Sharp. Can everyone just get an agreement to receive everything together? We know. Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's not a problem. I mean, you know, if you want yours with your order, that's fine with me. It's not a problem. But you know, maybe somebody else wants theirs immediately after. It's fine. So I'm going to post this in here. A Skinny Ninja, Lindy Drury. Everybody else is within the sound of my voice. Hit me up here. Well, as soon as I start actually typing on the window, dummy. There we go. All right, I'm going to type where you can reach me at and hit me up with your address in case you do want it mailed to you immediately after the campaign. And this is where you can, on Facebook, this is where you guys can catch me at. You needed milk. Oh, Lordy. All righty. What I'm going to do is just rough in. Skinny Ninja, I'm just going to rough in your character's pose. I'm not, obviously I'll look up the reference for exactly how this particular incarnation looks. So just bear with me. It's not your final. It's not even remotely going to be what your final looks like. So just want to get an idea of what I'm doing right at the moment. sometimes when I, want to make sure I remember what something looks like, or I just get it roughed in to kind of tell me, because that way I make sure I know that I'm not drawing the classic Moon Knight costume or anything a variation of, and that's the more modern version. I can look at it and go, okay, this is what I got to draw. All right. Mark Anthony Sharp with the observations and the story, asking questions about the story elements and things like that, a hero's journey and all that good stuff, keeping people on their toes. All right. Boom. So we got that there. So we got you roughly roughed out. Kitty Ninja, thank you, buddy. I'm glad you like it. Mark Anthony, too much analyzing that in school, high school. Monarch Warrior, how small is that paper? We're looking at a 6x8. 6x8, so not a little bit bigger than, it's a little bit bigger than 5x7, obviously. It's manageable. Let's see here. Oh, let me see. Nighthawk Warrior. How many sketches have you done? How many backers do you have? Well, obviously, I haven't done as many sketches as I have backers, but I have done quite a few backer sketches. I know we're going at least through at least 30, I would imagine, because I bought a certain number of Mylar backers, or Mylar top loaders. God, I keep saying backers so much. I got these Mylar Mylar top loaders, and I'm almost through all of those already. And I know that's got to be putting it somewhere in the 30 sketches range, something like that. Just to guess right off the top of my head. And then backers, we're closing in on roughly 400. We had a few, we were talking about people doing refunds and things like that. We had a few refunds, so the number that's on the page isn't necessarily reflective of what actually went down. We had a few refunders and this and that. But it's good. Some of those refunders were just people that wanted to back at the higher tier. So, all right, cool. We have Humphrey Bear. Cool. If I didn't say hi to you already, and Flyfox Pro. Hey, what's up? When I chose the character for my sketch, I went for something really different. Yeah, man. Evil Ernie. All right, I'm going to step away just for a second, real quick. I've got to send a message real quick. So talk amongst yourselves just for a second. I hate dead air. I apologize. We're at 19 people watching, observing, and we got 29 likes. So that's awesome. Thank you guys. I'll be right back. All right, back. All right, here we go. Hopefully, I didn't lose too many. Oh, I lost a couple of people. We got a thumbs up for 32 people, and then we got 17 people watching. All right, let's see. See if we can get that gun remotely accurate. Boom, boom, boom. You guys are crazy. Making cheese. Five Blocks Pro, did you rip off my book, Savage Cheese? Savage Cheese. Okay, boom, boom. All right. And of course, my iPad is being goofy. And it's got that weird kind of little split in the gun. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Nighthawk Warrior. So how's DragonGuard pages? Not bad, buddy. And today I was actually starting to put everything together for the double page spread today. So that's going to be fun. Can't wait to show you guys some of that. I went on my Twitter and I asked everybody what they thought of some of my layouts. And then last night we were talking about it on a mic stream a little bit, just a little bit. Put my reasoning in it. Let you guys know why I was thinking what I was thinking. Okay, what pages, numbers you on? Well, Nighthawk Warrior, I've actually got them where I laid out part of the book initially. I'm actually jumping around, but I guess I'm right at around 30 pages in. I jumped around a little bit just for the, I didn't want to take a chance. Part of it is I didn't want to, when I laid them out, I didn't want everybody to piece the story together. I was actually talking about that on the Hero Geek channel earlier, the interview I did earlier this evening. I was talking about that where I was saying I do not want to give away. My big problem with a lot of things nowadays is that people think that the audience, well, you know, I think the movie studios go into things thinking that the audience, I'm not saying that they think the audience is stupid, but they think that the audience needs everything spoon-fed for them, you know, where, you know, they give away so much in the trailers, and, you know, a lot of people can put this together easily. I mean, there's whole YouTube channels dedicated to piecing together what bits of information you get from these from the trailers and media and stuff, and figuring out what the movies are. So people are smart, and we assume way too much. Okay, got ham night. Okay, cool. Nice seeing you in here. Got Gotham night. Okay, gotcha. I get a little bit of that. Lightbox Pro says, I thought both layouts had good and bad points. I thought, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there were. That's the thing. I was leaning towards mixing and matching. I wasn't happy with Cryptogor's pose in the first one, where it's kind of, you know, awkward step. But the fighting with the swords and stuff, I thought the arm positioning on Aetheron in the first one was much better than the second one. With the second one, I couldn't make Aetheron's pose make sense in terms of fighting, if you follow me, you know, if y'all follow what I'm saying. So some things made more sense. I watched a couple of videos on sickle fighting, since, you know, Cryptogor carries those. and I was trying to get a feel for what kind of positioning I could make him in, and a lot of it wasn't super clear that there was anything particularly special about how the attacks were. Whether there was anything that I could look at it and go, okay, this is definitely only a pose if you were a sickle fighter, somebody fighting with sickles as weapons, that this would be a discipline or a fighting style that really stood out from the ones. And so trying to figure out that kind of stuff, the poses for him. And I kind of went with my gut reaction. So I'm still got Gotham Knight or Got Ham Knight. Do you have any concept art for DragonGuard? Yeah, I've actually posted some sketches here and there. If you're paying close attention when I do my updates and when I do videos, I actually do show some of those. Yeah, I've shown some of the concept art for a lot of these characters. I might go ahead and post some more tonight, just sketches and things like that of quick design sketches for each of the characters that I have on my iPad. Here lately, because I'm having some trouble with my my Mac, I've been doing a lot of everything, all of my menial tasks as it concerns DragonGuard. I've been doing it on my iPad. So there you go. Some of that stuff has now become kind of my workstation. I've been doing a lot of this design stuff. So Mark Anthony, I'll be hitting you up with the rose in just a second. We got 18 people in, 33 likes. Man, there are definitely people lurking and liking and enjoying. So thank you. Mark Anthony, I've got concept art. Aetheron is missing something. Or changed. Something's changed on Aetheron, I know at least, right? I'm trying to think, what concept art are you talking about? The promo art, right, Mark Anthony? I'm guessing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. I know what you're talking about, Mark. Now I'm just taking a look at some of the design lines on these on this bodysuit, and Lindy Drury, I'll be done with yours. I might go in and noodle a little bit more on these as I go, because I'm always trying to figure out how to make these things better. But yeah, Mark Anthony, the card artwork I've gotten colors in for that one. Frank Quonzo, who's doing the colors for the card stuff, is just killing it. He's really made me happy with what he's doing. It's a nice thing to get him in front of new people and kind of get his work out there. He's an artist in his own right as far as a penciler and things like that. And he likes to draw, but his colors are looking pretty nice. I think you guys are going to get some special stuff. Alrighty, there's Samus. What is your favorite dragon movie, Kevin? Humphrey Bear says, favorite dragon movie. Oh. I know it's not going to sound terribly exciting, but I actually really like drawing, or not drawing, but I like, I'm a big kid, so forgive me. I would say right off the top of my head, it's going to be either Dragons, the kids movie, How to Train Your Dragon, or it's going to be what was the movie with Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey? That was a really good one. God, I can't remember what it was called. Something about Dragonfire, maybe, or something. Can't remember, but it's Christian Bale. Rain of Fire. There we go. Fly Fox Pro. Boom. There you go. So it's either, it's definitely either How to Train Your Dragon or Rain of Fire. They were both pretty cool movies in their own way. DragonGuard as a movie. Well, let's crawl before we can run. You know. What about Victor says? What about Dragonheart? I knew somebody was going to say that. You know. I don't know. I don't know how it holds up in modern day times because of the CGI. I don't know how convincing or how enjoyable it would be. That would be my thing. I mean, of course, I like Sean Connery. And I know I've seen it, but I think I've only seen it once. It wasn't bad. It just is. You know, when I think of cool dragon movies, I guess Dragonheart isn't at the top of my list. It wasn't something I really. Dragon Slayer, Humphrey Bear. Did not see it. Did not see it. Maybe I need to see it. Rain of Fire sticks out to me. I don't know what it is. I just really liked it. It is what it is, man. Mark Anthony, Gary's campaign has a stretch goal for a Titan animated feature. Wow, Gary's really shooting for the moon there, man. Comics legend. What is the name of the main character? What is the main character in DragonGuard? That would be Aetheron. Because of it being a little bit of a mouthful, I may change it. I wanted something that really sticks, but that's where I'm going with it. That's the first name I had, and it's the one that's kind of hanging around no matter what. So if they had done Aragon by the book more, that would have been a decent movie. Yeah, that's what I hear from a lot of people. I never actually read it myself, but that's what I hear. Flyfox Pro, yeah, but the stretch goal is for like 1 million or something. Oh, okay. Okay, so Gary is shooting for the moon there. Okay. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You shoot for the moon. Hell, you might just land up on top of Mount Everest, you know? You never know where you might go. Okay? So even if you fall short, you might end up a lot further than you thought you would be, you know? So I can't fault him for that. So we're doing Rose, Street Fighter, Alpha. So I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, she got that crazy hair. That's what I was trying to remember. I was like, I know she got pretty crazy stuff going on. Okay, all right. So her pose is going to be really. So after this is Moon Knight. So we're doing, for everybody that's popping in, we're doing free sketches for backers. And here's the thing. You go check out the link in the description to DragonGuard, my fantasy comic, on Indiegogo. And if you guys check it out, all you have to do is back the book. If you like the book, back it. Come back here. Give me your backer number. And then I will draw one single character of your choice, any character. You get a free sketch. And the only rules are we try to keep the nudity down if we can, please. Um, it would be a single character. That's one of the other rules. Um, a single character, no nudity, and the other thing to remember is that the artwork will go out after the campaign ends, or if you so prefer, it will go out with your book as part of your backer stuff. So, um, and the reason I was telling everybody before, the reason I'm doing that, I like to be able to put a product in your hand, something that to let you know that you're getting actual things from the campaign in your hand now, so that you have a little confidence about it. Have a little confidence, encourages confidence in the product, and that's the way I tend to look at it. All right. But I've had some people say, "Hey, just send it with my stuff," and you got that too. We can do that way too. Oh, zombie kebab. Zombie kebab. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna send you a message. I got a message from you know who. So hold up. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, 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 back to Rose. Back to Rose. Humphrey Bear do a dragon in the Old West comic book? I have already. Oh, okay, cool. I don't mind if you do mine in crayon. That's great. Colored pencils? No, crayons. That's a challenge, buddy. That is a challenge. Remember you drew me Jessica Rabbit? Yeah, yep, I do remember. Alrighty, let's get this done. Okay, what are we at here? Okay, it's 10 minutes after 12 where I'm at. So, all right. Okay, guys. Here we got 19 people watching, 33 thumbs up. That is awesome. If you're just tuning in, I'm doing free sketches for backers. Link is in the description. Go check out DragonGuard if you haven't already. I've been trying to advertise like crazy to let you know it's out there. And go check it out. If you back it, you will be given a backer number. Usually, I think that's in the emails. And you come back here with your backer number. Let me know. I will check it. And then you tell me what character you want. We're going to call it quits here after I get on to Mr. Knight, which is Moon Knight. That seems to be the last one for the evening, I believe, so far that we've gotten. So if I get to Mr. Knight and I'm working on it, we're going to call that the last one, unless somebody comes in and gets another one. And we're going to keep on rolling. I have to ingest some coffee a little bit here. Having a sluggish night for me. Mark Anthony, you have crayon art that you're hiding from us, Kev? Oh yeah, she's talking about that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know how at a lot of these restaurants you have the kids crayons and stuff like that, and they have the little drawing, little placemats and stuff. So when my daughter was young, well, I still do it every now and then. But when my daughter was younger, I would take and I would draw with her on the little drawing placemats and stuff, and start drawing stuff. Captain America, Hulk, whatever I could use with the 3 or 4 crayons that they uh, give you at the table and stuff. So I would just constantly trying to make some interesting art with what we were given. Now, Flybox Pro, I'm trying to remember if that's true or not. Don't give anybody any ideas. I can't remember, but I thought for sure that um, that you back, but you know. I know I'm gullible, but I don't think I was that gullible, was I? I might have been that nervous, though. It's possible. Doing the live streaming tends to make me a little bit nervous. Got him night. Okay, cool, man. I've done that once or twice, probably, like napkins, drink napkins, and stuff like that. Something along those lines. Captain Hilt is in. Oh my man, we get people popping in. Hello, Captain Hilt. Okay, all right. I'm looking. Okay, let's see if I get. Getting her hair right is interesting because I love the Capcom artist, but getting that crazy hair is. Whew. Let's see if I can master that. That's a difficult climb there. All right. Okay. And everybody watching, I'm just getting rid of some of the stray pencil lines. I can see kind of my construction stuff underneath, so it's not really a big deal when I go and erase all of that. Let's see. And for those checking in, I'm doing a sketch of Rose from Street Fighter Alpha to multiple different games, which I love. I think I've got that on on our Nintendo Switch at the house. Although I hate the reverse controls on that damn thing. The controls are all freaky and counterintuitive. I'm used to the Xbox and stuff, so everything that uses an A button is all janked up for me. I can't. It's very frustrating. Like selecting characters, I keep going back to the menu screen and things like that because the controls are not anywhere near the same. All right, got him, Knight. I'm glad you came in, buddy. We got 20 people in watching until we got a few more lurkers and whatnot. So we are rocking and rolling. Thank you guys for coming around and checking out to see what I'm doing. Next thing on the agenda is to somehow get a thing with copy of StreamYard or use StreamYard or whatever you want to say, so we can get more people in and have a little fun. All right. Dude, the Capcom artists have got so much fun poses and everything's kind of crazy. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but it just looks fun. It absolutely looks fun. I got so many of those, or at least I have them in storage. A bunch of the art books, like the Art of Street Fighter, this or Dark Stalkers or Marvel versus Capcom. Mark Anthony. Hadouken. Exactly. So within the sound of my voice, I've got 2 last sketches to go for the evening. If you're listening, you have that amount of time to go in and back DragonGuard for a free sketch. And if I don't by chance get to you tonight, I will do it tomorrow. Maybe schedule another quickie drawing stream. We'll do that tomorrow. So either way, I'm going to get you in tonight or tomorrow. Okay, get where her costume is now. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Captain Hiltz is hooking us up and putting in the stuff in the chat. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's just play around with this. Boom, boom, boom. See if I can. There we go. All right. Let's get back to inking this. That's an interesting belt she's got there. That's pretty cool. Flybox Pro says, all right, I'm heading out. Adios. Okay, well, thank you for dropping in, Flybox Pro. Appreciate it. Captain Hilt says, who is this character? This is Rose from Street Fighter Alpha. She's got some interesting hair. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Cool lines, little wrinkles. I guess it's a boa or something that she's wearing. All right. It's been anime and games this stream. Yep. All right, let's see. Alrighty. Trust everybody can see that okay. Everything's showing up clear for everybody at home. Not too much potato. Just looking at my reference there. There we go. Oh yeah, clear on my screen. Sweet. All right. She's got such a crazy, interesting hairstyle. And trying to capture all that kind of chaos and get it right and make it look feminine is a trick right there. Try to make this fighter, rich, kind of elegant. She's got that vibe going on. Throw a little attitude with her facial expression, hopefully. Oh, yep, we're getting that. We're getting that. Draken says it's clear. Camera is clear. All right. Yeah, Mark Anthony. Yeah. Like her hair is it's really awesome. It's just trying to capture, does it how to translate it, and make it faithful to it and get kind of that energy to it. Sometimes that's a little tricky. Especially if you're not, part of that style is getting crazy, getting loose, and having this kind of gestural kind of energy to some of the things that necessarily may not make a lot of sense realistically, but it looks, it just looks cool. It's so good. The Capcom artists are so fun. I remember something a long time ago. It was like I was discussing something, and a buddy of mine was on the phone with Tim Townsend. Tim is inker on Joe Madureira on his run on X-Men. Inked Chris Pachalo, inked a lot of Brandon Peterson. And Tim, somebody said when he was mentioned something, it's like, yeah, Kev's a big fan of the Capcom artist, and I think Tim was struck by it, and he says, really? I don't really see it in his stuff. And then it's like, yeah, I try not to, I don't know. I don't want to rip them off. You know, it's kind of one of those things where I know there's lots of people who are fans of stuff, but I try not. I try to be play to my own strengths and whatnot and what I lean towards. So I try not to blatantly rip off the Capcom artists, but there's things I look for in their work uh, because they have such these cool poses and things like that. So I try to, there's subtle things where you might see the appreciation. I have a lot of appreciation for artists and things like that you may not see in my own stuff, and it's just because sometimes I make a conscious effort not to uh, pull from their stuff too much, because I may not necessarily think the same way they do. I can appreciate a lot of things that necessarily don't look like my stuff. All right. Boom. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Mark Anthony, because you guys are awesome. You constantly helpful to the campaign, and I really appreciate it, dude. Alrighty. We got 15 people in. Thumbs up for 34 people, which is awesome. That means you guys are looking and checking out, and I appreciate it. Damn. Okay. Figure this out. I'm just going to let it fly. I'm going to not struggle with the hair here. Stop fighting it and just let it be what it looks like. All right. Mark Anthony. Oh, cool, cool. So you're happy. All right. Well, as long as you're happy, man, that's a good thing. Um, let me drop in a little bit of brush work here, just a little bit. Kind of add to that kind of Capcom kind of organic. They've got such these like bouncy little round shapes that are going on. These little chunky kind of round shapes that go on to all the things. Like a shoulder will be kind of round and kind of bulbous. Like it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain their approach, but it's really cool. And just looking at it, and how it's got so much life and it's got this kind of energy to it. Oh, cool. So within the sound of my voice, if you're checking this out and you're lurking, you're around here hanging out in the chat, we're almost wrapping up the free sketches for backers evening. And if you want to jump in, I've got one last sketch. So if you do not get your final purchases of the night before I do this, wrap it up, then I guess I will be maybe doing a sketches, backer sketches stream tomorrow. Not entirely sure when. But this is your best chance. Get you a free sketch for backing DragonGuard. All you do is go into the description. I've got the link there. It should take you there to Indiegogo. You back DragonGuard, come back here, post your backer number, and then you will be set. Any character that you want, a single character, no multiple characters. It's a bust sketch, so it'll be upper torso. Alright. And right now, what you see before you right now is I'm doing a sketch of Street Fighter's Rose from Street Fighter Alpha. He's got a really interesting look. So far this evening, we've gotten in 4 sketches. Let me see here. Yeah, Rose. That was one just for fun. And then we've got this character from Outlaw Star. And we get Samus from Metroid. Brain is going crazy. Okay, now, so here we go. Let me see. And there we go. I'm just going to draw her ear in here. There we go. Got a little detail there for that. There we go, guys. Boom. Lovely Rose, Mark Anthony. All right, here we go. So I'm going to look up Moon Knight. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. Let's go with, let's see. Alrighty. Okay, got it. Got the reference. So here we go. So we've got 13 in, 34 likes. Okay, I'm good with that. All right. We could always do better, but I'm not going to complain. Skinny Ninja. There we go. We've got no, I'm actually incorporate some kind of background there since his costume's kind of just a basic suit and tie. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see. Check it out. Alpha Wolf Neo. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, whoa. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Alpha Wolf Neo. Appreciate it, man. I think we're having a. Are we having a Power Rangers discussion in the chat? Okay, boom, boom. Ivan News. Yeah, checking out what you guys are doing. Humphrey Bear, Draken. But anyway, we're doing free sketches for backers. So if you guys, anybody out there is lurking and checking things out, this is what we're doing tonight. And all you have to do is check out the link in the description for DragonGuard. It's a fantasy comic book. Love letter to those glorious 80s cartoons. A lot of the fantasy cartoons, Dungeons and Dragons, Thundercats, He-Man, all these other things, Visionaries, Sectars, and then we get into like kind of the 90s with Gargoyles. Big fan of that. And then even some of your comics like Battle Chasers, and those were really fun. So we want you to kind of enjoy that kind of stuff. I really am doing fantasy because I think it plays to my strengths really well, my particular artistic strengths, and it's really fun. Stuff I've loved. So if you want to check that out, we also have a new page of colors up in our updates, and I'll definitely be putting it on the Indiegogo page for you. But it's a new page of colors that we got from our colorist. That was in there. I sent it out in the updates. All right. So we're working on this last one. You have within the time it takes me to finish this to get your backer number in if you back, and let me know what character you want. The only restriction on the characters is that we ask that you just do one character per sketch, and keep a chill on the whole nudity thing. And that when you back, you will get the sketches will mail out towards the end of the campaign, at the end of the campaign, or if you insist or want it, you'll get the sketches when you it'll go out with your books, with your copies of the books that you backed. So whatever your tier is or your perk is, you'll get that. Mark Anthony says, "Gonna find some more characters with crazy hair for you, Kevin." Oh man, whoo, that'll be interesting. You test my skills. Gotta keep me guessing, I guess. Keep me on my toes. Bam. See if his suit has got any pockets on it. Okay. Doesn't appear to be. All right. Captain Hills, how's DragonGuard coming along? Oh yeah, I was sharing out. I don't know if you got a chance to see it. I was sharing out layouts for a double page spread. I've got roughly, from just off the top of my head, we're closing in on like 30 pages of art penciled anyway, and the double page spread, I shared the layout and let people kind of help me solve a little problem I had with the I guess we're letting people vote, not an official vote, but to kind of put their 2 cents in on Twitter about a double page spread, the layout for a double page spread that was kind of bugging me. Every now and then I get a little artist block, so to speak, and can't figure out what I like or can't make something work in my head. And that's why I try to involve the audience a little bit, the backers, the friends, the followers. Draken says Mark Anthony's buying an entire army's worth of copies. Oh, it isn't that bad. He bought a few copies. He bought some original art. Mark Anthony's been buying art. We were just talking about that. He bought a Thundercats piece that I did of Jaga and Groon. It was one of the first things that he had bought for me, I believe. And that was one of my favorite pieces. The inks on that I really really happy with. I'm very intimidated about inking my own stuff, but I am getting happier with the results a little bit more now. I mean, because I really, if you'd seen me at shows and stuff, I hate my own inks, or at least I did, for the longest time anyway. And I really like collaborating with people too. I was a big fan of all, just being able, when I was a kid, looking at how somebody looked with, Joe Rubenstein inking somebody versus Terry Austin versus um, Bob Layton. I'm trying to think of everybody. Obviously, Scott Williams. I'm a big fan of all of that stuff, sitting around and just analyzing how one penciler looks different. John Byrne with Joe Rubenstein versus Keith Williams versus uh, John inking himself versus Terry Austin. And seeing who looked cooler over his pencils. So that's how I always, student of all that kind of stuff. Really just love looking at it. Dragon, are you trying to imply there was something wrong with that? You giving him a hard time? Oh, thank you, Dragon. Mark Anthony throwing it out there, letting it be known. I don't think Mark Anthony's bought 500 copies. Come on now. Alpha Wolf Neo, that's funny. All right, we're putting the finishing touches on here. I guess we'll be calling a night because I don't see anybody else posting any backer numbers in here yet. Let's see if we can. There we go. Mark Anthony says, "Looking forward to retiring so I don't end up building cardboard castles anymore." Grit and Guts, hello. How you doing, man? We're almost done with our free sketches for backers stream. If by the time that I finish inking this, we'll be calling it quits. Otherwise, I haven't seen any other backer numbers posted in the chat. But if you're watching, we may do this tomorrow. And if you don't post anything in the chat before I finish up here, what we're doing, just to let you know, was check out the link in the description and you go check out DragonGuard if you back DragonGuard because you like it and you love fantasy stuff and you dig my, humbly speaking, if you dig my artwork, you wanted to back that, let's say original art tier or something crazy like that, then you come back here, drop your backer number in the description. But drop your, I'm checking out the chat. If you drop your backer number in the description or in the chat window, sorry, not the description, and then let me know what character you want. And you get a free sketch 6x8. You'll see it here. We've done several tonight. Throwing them in here just to let you guys see. We've done a few tonight, and these are free for people who back DragonGuard during the stream. The rule is during the stream, and preferably no nudity, just because I don't want any kind of copyright issues or YouTube slapping me. Maybe not copyright, but you know what I'm saying. That kind of stuff. But if you drop that backer number in there, you get a choice of any one single character, and then I will mail it out either towards the end of the campaign. That's the new rule, is at the end of the campaign I can mail this out. Or I can save it for you guys and ship it with your campaign perks. So whatever you had contributed to. So there we go. Well, also, just to let you know, since we're on the subject of drawing, and if you like to draw or want to learn to draw, we've actually got a perk in the campaign for a 2-hour drawing stream with me, private lessons. That is also on there in the perks. So you have that option as well. Jeremiah Jones is in here. Victor's still in here. Draken's still in here. Grits and Guts. Yeah, Mark Anthony, I've been focusing on learning how to color. Cool, man. If I may offer a suggestion while we're here, while we're talking about colors and things like that, there's a great book by Hi-Fi Color. They had a Kickstarter starter for it, and I think you can find copies. Look around, check it out. But Hi-Fi Color for Comics is a great book. I have it. I would like to learn to color at some point, and it's got some great tips on color theory, using the equipment, doing different types of styles of coloring, and they have a new version with a J. Scott Campbell cover, I believe. So if you have not picked it up, I highly recommend it. It's from Brian. I want to say, oh man, what's Brian Smith? Or no. But it's Hi-Fi Color for Comics, and there are different versions. I know they did a Kickstarter campaign for one edition of it. It may have been the most recent or modern version. When I say modern, there were several editions, and it's been since like 2013, 14, something like that, up till now. Comics Legend. Are you planning on selling a sketchbook with all these sketches you do throughout the campaign? Possibly. I'm not sure how the legal stuff works with copyrighted characters. I know there's been a few of them through here. I would like to. And even if I do not, I know that there's going to be, I know I'm going to use some of them, like as it's pertaining to actual like DragonGuard characters. I'm going to use those in a card set. So depending on the response and what kind of, how well the campaign does, it may just be eight pieces done by drawn and quartered regulars and myself, and that using some of these sketches, or it may be more. It depends on what I can swing. But they will be a stretch goal, and we're coming up on it pretty close because we just crossed the 25K mark this evening. Yay! And all we have to do is get to 29. So we got 20 days to get there, and then you guys get free trading cards. Okay, so those get added to there, and then we've got Brad Ashworth, Eric Nienoltowski, Matt Cosson, Siege, of course, I can't forget her, myself, and they're being, and some of the cards are being colored by a friend of mine, not Matt, what am I saying, Frank Quanzo. And you've seen I've shared a couple of those cards that he's colored, but I got more to share with you, to show you. I meant to say show you. Random. Yeah. There's also, Mark Anthony is also added to. There's also going to be, the plan is to do a art book if we get there. I don't know exactly how we're doing on. I don't know if we can make that just by the rate of what we're doing right now, but the plan is at a higher level to get I want to say it was around 40 or 50,000 to get a Art of DragonGuard sketchbook. And that still may be a possibility. I mean, we just got to figure out what the costs are. I can't do it. I don't want to fill my plate with too much stuff. But it may be another campaign. I know that I'm looking at doing a black and white version because I had multiple people ask me about doing, showing pencil pages version. And I know that with me inking my stuff, some of I've kind of skipped around. I did straight to inks on a couple of pages, but mostly it would be pencils. I've been trying to scan most of my pencils. So So you get kind of like inks and pencils kind of version, the bare bones. And that doesn't require a whole lot on my part, you know. It doesn't require a lot of expense either, you know. So just the printing and getting the graphic design done for it. Yeah, Mark Anthony. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, and that's the thing. Yeah, grit and guts. Yeah, I've been trying to keep, you know, trying to push it, but you know, there, as far as keep in mind of the way the economy is and things like that. But yeah, Mark Anthony. Yeah, grit and guts. Yeah, exactly. Um, Alpha Wolf Neo. Have you ever overdone a panel in a comic? Yeah, man. I've been given a lot of things to draw that were overdoing it anyway, you know, and then sometimes I tend to push it. But I mean, I guess people's definition of overdoing it also kind of changes. I mean, like if you ever seen if you're a fan of like I don't know Jeff Darrow or somebody, you know, they fill the pages full of stuff, and you know I don't ever come close to that. But there's been times where I've definitely rendered the hell out of something and taken a little too long because I got in love with what I was drawing and just kind of lost myself in it. You know, that happens. All right. Draken says, I don't like reading books on coloring or prefer watching vids as they show what they mean and how they do it. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, these are pretty good books. I mean, and also, you know, it helps get a little idea of color theory and understanding some certain things. And uh, they're just good books. That's all I'm going to say. Just really good books from really talented people. All right. Now I just need to sign these. Alpha Wolf Neo. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you can just kind of get lost in it, you know. Um, like when you're drawing, so sometimes you zone out, or you know, or conversely, you get in the zone and where you kind of feel like you know the pencil has taken over. You know, the pencil. You know, you're almost not even trying anymore. You know, you just kind of get into, and not when I say that, I don't mean that in terms of hey, you're drawing so fast that you're not even thinking anymore. It's just that it's kind of a cognitive kind of thing where you're not, at least for me, you're not intimidated by the work or intimidated by what you've got to draw and that you're thinking too much. It just comes effortlessly, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And that's more of what I mean. Alrighty. We're going to sign this for Lindy Drury. And I'll come back to it. I sometimes will have some sketches that I want to get across and try to figure out, you know, maybe it isn't coming as easily or as effortlessly as I'd like. Or I just want to, you know, just keep raising the bar on the sketch or how it's came out, you know, that kind of thing. All right, that's signed. Jeremiah Jones is signed. Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony needs to be signed. There we go. That lovely Rose. That character from Street Fighter. Yeah, Victor. I definitely see what you're saying on that one. On the cover. Alpha Wolf Neo. I was doing some practice panels and I noticed I was overdoing every panel. Well, I guess it all depends on overdoing. Like, if you I guess it depends on it. Like, you could have an inker that would render everything and everything starts to get gray on the page. If you do too much cross hatching, it all kind of bleeds together. So that's one example of overdoing it. I mean, you could draw a lot of line work on a page, but if you have a good inker, he can separate out what's necessary or what isn't achieving the effect that you're trying to go for. Because we all kind of, go a little crazy sometimes. And if you've got a really, really awesome inker, he can help you fix those problems. Or, if you got a, render happy inker that also likes it, and he can also contribute to those problems. I mean, it happens, like you have people that can compliment you, and you have people that maybe doesn't work with your stuff, So that happens too. So, but there's something to be said for, I know for me, they don't come enough, and luckily with DragonGuard, that's been one of those things where I really am enjoying is the fact that when I'm drawing stuff on DragonGuard, it's easier to do that, to kind of get in there and just have fun. And anything I draw, I've got to ink it, but I'm still having fun for myself, and there's no wrong answer on that, Yeah, lighting can be very, very headache inducing. Yeah, figuring out your light sources and things like that. Yeah, that can be tough. But yeah, I mean, to me, going back to Alpha Wolf Neo, yeah, it's a lot of times when you're drawing your own stuff, once you've reached a certain level and you're just drawing things for you, a certain, where you have a consistent quality. That's what I'm trying to say. Where you have a certain consistent quality of what you're doing when you draw something, it's there's no wrong answers. As long as the artwork looks to make you happy, and people are enjoying it, there's no problem. I don't see what the problem is, and because you get to a certain level, you understand what's too much, and it plays to some of your own taste. But when you're in the zone and you're really doing awesome, and you thinking you're doing some of your best work, and you don't even have to think about it, man, that's gold. There's not enough days like that. It makes drawing a lot easier, I notice I have similar effects like that, where if I'm on the phone and I'm talking to somebody, this has happened on numerous occasions. I'll be talking to somebody on the phone, and eventually, while I'm drawing a page and I'm just having a conversation, I'll forget that I'm drawing, or I'll forget that I'm pay attention to things, and I'll just start drawing without all this second guessing and doubt and things like that, wondering whether or not something's hard or not, and and just start drawing, and it'll be done. And I'll be like, holy crap, it just happens. And also, while we're here, since I'm wrapping up, I don't see any more backer numbers in here, so I guess we're going to wrap this up. But also, depending on if I can set the equipment up, tomorrow I will do, for Roscoe Davis, who was also encouraging it, we may see a guitar stream. Maybe. It's much easier for me to draw on a live stream than it is to sit here and play guitar. So if I play anything, it's just going to be a little run through. I also have to watch out for all these copyright strike things on YouTube. But I may sit in here, if it doesn't kill the mic or anything like that for you guys, I may sit in here and jam just a little bit, a little something anyway. And we'll figure out how to do that. I may run a test run to see how it sounds on the streams to make sure. Yeah, Dragon. Yeah, muscle memory helps too, but there's also something about, and maybe a lot of people don't have this problem, but a lot of times doubt and whether or not you're having something that you're drawing something intimidating can always come in there. It always can play with people's abilities. Alpha Wolf Neo, I didn't expect the guitar stream announcement. Yeah, it goes back to a couple of other streams where we were talking about the fact that I play guitar a little bit, and then we had people like Roscoe Davis who are encouraging me that what if I make it 25,000 to go ahead and do a guitar stream. So we might do that. We'll mix it up, be funny. So everybody out there, you saw me drawing, doing sketches. We have a couple. Here's if I can pick it up. Mark Anthony's, a couple of Mark Anthony sketches right here. And there's a character from DragonGuard. Did you guys see it? And Mark Anthony says roped him in since he decided to mention who did the music for the DragonGuard promo video. Yeah, it was some old music. If you go check out on my channel, there's a DragonGuard promo video. It's also on the Indiegogo. And I had taken some, since you got to do all this copyright, deal with all this copyright stuff. I used some stuff that I made in GarageBand with me mic'd in, or not mic, but running direct into the computer, and was doing some guitar music, playing around, doing some composing some stuff from, gosh, I think it was from 2013 or something like that. So yeah, so I played, I did some music and put it and used it on the DragonGuard promo video. So Dragon, just about everything is like that. The more you worry and question yourself in the moment, the worse you perform. Trust that you have the ability and you do better. Yeah. I don't disagree with you on that. That is true. Skinny Ninja, hey, you're back here. Love to hear you collab on something with Doug Garrett. Oh, okay, cool, man. Hey, you never know. Never know. I don't know Doug personally, but I will not rule it out. Let me see. Skinny Ninja. Here's your piece. There you go. Just to let you know. So you got your free sketch. And guys, I think tonight, we're gonna art stream turns into a music stream. Yeah, I know. That's a tough part, because somebody was pointing out, it's like you never know, somebody will hear a piece of music and assume it's one song when it's not, and then you get copyright struck. Who knows? So I'll just goof around a little bit. Also, it's intimidating because there's tons. If you look around, there's tons of guys doing covers and things like that all over YouTube. That are really good. These young kids, and I'm embarrassed. I'm maybe, I don't know, skill level wise, I may be a couple of chords higher than the Ramones and Green Day, maybe, if I'm lucky, and nowhere near as popular. Yeah, Mecca McCheese, send him a message. He likes having people on. Cool, man. Alpha Wolf, Neo. Too much self doubt limits performance. Yep, it can. And sometimes you're not. I know in my case, you're not even aware of it. You know that you're intimidated by something. You just don't know why. Um, that happens. You know. Mark Anthony. Yeah. Fortunately. Alrighty, guys. Well, I tell you what. Till tomorrow. I'll try to keep you updated on Twitter and post some knowledge on when we're going to do something. She's always talking about DragonGuard over on Doug's channel. He's probably. Well, thank you, Mecha Cheese. I am honored that you were annoying people with DragonGuard talk. That's cool. All right, you guys have been awesome. Everybody out there that's been in there. We're at 13 people with 35 likes. I thank everybody that popped in and wanted to get a sketch. People that are helping me out. People that are backing the campaign. And we will see you hopefully tomorrow. And I will try to figure out this whole guitar stream thing. Oh, Alpha Wolf Neo says, me while drawing a muscular dude. Am I making him too muscular or too skinny? That's one of those things where life drawing helps. Getting you a sketchbook, that can help. I still do it. I still go crazy. Alrighty. Well, everybody, Jeremiah Jones. Night, everybody. Kraken says good night. Yeah, we're going to call it a night. Thank you, guys. It's been awesome. Y'all been great. You've been doing awesome. Thank you for coming in, back in the book. You've been wonderful. I've been diabetic. Peace out, people.